Hey everyone, it's your favorite dynamic duo. It's Tiana,
And Devon, hello.
and we're so glad you're here to join us for another Maniology. I'm sorry, a Mani by Me unboxing live. And hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday. If you love unboxing spoilers, seeing our live demos and having fun conversation, then you've definitely made it to the right live stream. We unbox a Mani by Me collection every month on the 23rd. And if you enjoy any other nail art, whether you're a beginner or a pro, definitely join us monthly on Tuesdays because we love talking about nail stamping tutorials and more inspiration. So definitely hit that subscribe button if you enjoy being here, part of our Maniology community. We enjoy having you here.
Yes, and we are so excited to talk about this month's box. I have seen so much good feedback from all of you regarding the theme, and I know you guys are really curious and want to get into it.
I know. I definitely think we can talk about like inspiration and all that kind of stuff too. But let's just dive right into the box because I've seen some really good feedback too. I know a lot of you are really excited. So let's dive into this really kind of glowy 90s vibe. If you're a millennial, I feel like this box should definitely speak to you because
Mm-hmm.
who wasn't rocking the spray painted shirts? I mean, I think we all had one, didn't we?
I think so.
Or
Okay,
two.
so let's get into it. And this month's theme is Retro Glow.
So with every subscription, as Devin is kind of unboxing her box there, you will be getting an inspiration card that gives you an idea of what the box is about. It also gives you a description of what the all the items you get in this month's collection.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, do you
You'll
let's
also receive a cute little pictorial to kind of jumpstart your creativity. So this month we have Dream Circuit, and we'll show you everything on the back, a step by step of how to create this look. So very, very useful. And the manicure is so cute.
I
Love
know, I
this.
think so too. I love it. And also, just being inspired by the box. I think we have some sampling polish collections that we could give you suggestions for that's going to make you more
Mhm.
inspired to create looks from this collection.
Absolutely. So let me just kind of go ahead and take all the items out of the box. So, all right, I think you guys can kind of tell I may or may have, I mean, I clearly broke into the box and started using some of these things because, of course, it's so cute. But I know we first want to discuss our plates, right? And also, wait, before I continue, I'm sure a lot of you would love to know if you've already kind of seen everything that's in the box and you're like, I'm sold, I don't need any more convincing, then please head over to www.mannyxme.com and go ahead and sign up. Again, the box will be available on the 23rd, so which is today. So make sure you sign up. Do not sign up earlier than that, or else you'll get the previous month's theme. So go ahead and go ahead and go to www.mannyxme.com and save and grab your box that you want.
Definitely. So now we're going to kick it off with the priority release nail stamping plates that get delivered to you directly. And first, we're going to introduce MXM 153.
Here we go. You guys can take a look.
And I'm in love with this plate. Honestly, if I'm being completely honest, it's for that specific halo design.
Which
If
was
any
this
of
one
you,
or this
yes,
one?
or all of them
It's
specifically
true.
for that aura halo look,
Mm-hmm.
because it's really in, it's super trendy, everybody's doing it, but this is the easiest way. And maybe we should actually do like a separate video
Of
for
just
just
using this, I think we definitely could.
super. easy aura. But anyway, I just wanted to tell that because that was something that really enticed me. But I've used designs from this plate and I just love it. So as you can see, it's packed with individual aura inspired designs that make creating the soft airbrush effect a breeze. So
Mhm. Definitely. And like there there's so many ways that you can use this, and you can layer these designs over each other. You can do all kinds of fun things. We made it so that way you guys don't have to break out the sponge every single time you want to have an ombre, especially this type of aura ombre. Like we have the aura ombre over here, and then this is the reverse of that. And again, I have had to do this so many times, and I'm so happy we have this because I'm also so over it. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of having to like figure out the center with a sponge. I'll do it if I need to, but this makes things a million times easier. I feel like getting the box just for this and this is worth it.
it's
Because
a
if you,
lifesaver.
yes, if you've ever had to deal with a radial ombre, it's not impossible. It's very possible. I've showed you guys millions of times how it can be done. But to have it stamped instead of having to like whip out the sponge, oh gosh, it just makes things so much easier.
You know what?
So,
It's the do you want to factor, you
right.
know? Just because you know
Yes.
how, it's the do you really want to? And this again takes the guesswork and it just creates with ease. Again, that to me is such a good selling point, but you have to figure it out for yourself. Maybe when we showcase the next plate, you might think, yeah, definitely, I am
Mhm.
in and I want this collection. But that's a
Mhm.
selling point for Devon
Yeah,
me.
seriously. Okay, so should we move on to the next plate, T?
Yes. So we're going to be introducing MXM 154. And look at all of those cute designs. This turns up the nostalgia with trippy patterns and bold backgrounds that take your nails to the next level. I love this plate. The cloud
Oh, I
image
know.
is
It's so cute, right?
so cute. And you know what? I want to say these plates are so innovative too, not only because I work at Maniology, but the pointillism or doing that really soft, I guess, kind of radial airbrush look is so unique.
Mhm.
Normally, stamping plates is just you etched a design and that's it. But
Yeah.
the effect of these plates, it's so, so unique.
Mhm. I don't think I've ever seen other plates like it. The closest one we had one design a long time ago that was a bundle monster image on our circle plates. I mean, this is like literally 10 years ago plus. And that is the closest thing we had to it. Kind of looks something like this, but I think it was like a side thing. But
Mm,
there's never been anything else like it. And from my understanding, I don't think I saw any other stamping plates that are kind of similar to this. So these, for the uniqueness, I mean, this really takes the cake for unique designs. Yeah. Of course, you guys all know I love stars, clouds, all those kinds of things. I would say that on this plate, 1, 2, 3 are my favorite on here. Even this is cute.
the
Actually, even this,
star.
yeah.
Yeah, the star and the heart is probably another top fave for me too.
Yes, yes, I think so. Because again, this design is so popular. You see it everywhere in so many different ways. But to do it in this, first of all, you can't even do this like hand painting this. It would take you forever to get that stippled effect. You can do it in airbrush, but then even that, you're going to need multiple pieces, multiple stickers and stencils. Then you need the airbrush, and that's a whole thing. Like, it's, yeah,
I think
these are awesome.
right. I think the way that, the with just regular polish it was done was with stencils, and that
Hmm.
was a process.
Yes,
So if you
it's
could just stamp
definitely a
it
process.
onto your nail, oh my gosh. chef's kiss already.
Seriously, right? So that, whoops, that is our two plates. Now I'm sure you're curious about our polishes.
Now, honestly, like the two colors that come in this collection is just so perfect. It's that kind of neon-y pastel colors.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
first, we're gonna dive into Beeper Buzz B551, which is this beautiful highlighter bright neon yellow. Today, I'm getting tongue-tied. It's just hard to speak. Um, this color is so gorgeous, and stamped together with the purple is just to die. So
looks so good together. And then this is our B552
VH.
VHS Violet.
I was like, who remembers VHS? Who comes from the era of VHS? Give us
I
some.
do.
I was like, do they even have that emoji? I don't even think there's a VHS tape
No, no,
emoji.
there's no
Uh,
emoji for that.
okay, so I don't
These
know.
are
Just give us some hearts if that is your vibe, if you remember what VHS is. But I even remember to like Blockbuster. Do you guys remember Blockbuster? Way
yes,
before
yes, I
Netflix
do. Going to
and the
Blockbuster on a Friday night. Oh yeah.
yeah, and getting your popcorn and your candy
Hmm.
and stuff, and all those little cute, fun sayings they used to encourage you to rewind the tape before returning it.
Hmm.
I think I even
Yes.
remember one of them I used to see a lot was "To rewind is divine." Do you remember any of
Oh, that's hilarious though.
I don't know why that stuck out in my head, but yeah, I remember that they used to have like this blue sticker over one of the windows for the tape, and
Funny.
that's what it used to say. Yeah.
That's so funny. So should I swatch the polishes now so that before we go into our surprise gift, that way the bases have time to dry? Or do
Yeah,
we?
I think that maybe that might be a good
Okay,
idea.
okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch our Beeper Buzz.
And while Dev is doing that, have you guys seen the cute little mat she has in her background? Isn't that adorable?
Hmm.
I wonder where that came from.
I wonder. And this is why we're telling you all to sign up and get the subscription because the surprise gifts we come out with, oh, they're so good. They're so good. And I feel like this year we've had so many cute surprise gifts, one after another. And I'm very excited for all of you for
No,
what is in
definitely.
store.
And also for those who have been a subscriber, how are you guys liking your strawberry card holder? Again, adding that to the cuteness of
Hmm.
things that, free surprise gifts that you got with your subscription. That was probably a top fave. Do you have a
I
top fave?
definitely think so. The mat and this, I think, were high on the list this year.
Was this Matt this year?
Was it this year? I thought, or it might have been
Oh,
December swap.
December. So it was
But
close to the beginning of the
yeah,
year.
it was pretty close. It was pretty close.
Mhm.
December. No, yeah, yeah. I think you're right. December box. So kind of, almost,
Almost.
almost.
Close enough.
Close enough. I mean, it's technically within a year. Maybe not this year, but within a year period.
Yeah, who's counting? Who's keeping track?
Exactly.
Speaking
So,
of which, who's keeping track? Can you believe it's already going into June?
oh my gosh, no, don't.
Yeah.
I had to take care of some business the other day and I was at the bank and then the teller was like, I had to fill out, a slip and stuff like that. And I had
Mhm.
to write down the date. And I was like, what's today's date? And they're like, oh, it's this day. And I was like, of May or of June? She was like, May. It's
Girl, where have you been?
yeah, this is a bit. I mean, I've said this before to you all. Like, my brain might be here, but it's also 6 months in advance because we work back,
Oh,
the way that our schedule works in Maniology is we're constantly working 6 months to a year in advance. So even though we're in summer, we're just beginning summer. Technically, I don't think this even counts as summer. Like on a calendar, I don't think summer starts until like a few months later. May is not considered summer. May is still considered spring.
no, definitely. And I'm
But
sorry for everyone. That was my husband just interrupting. I,
just sending you
I
a love vibe.
right, right. I thought that I had turned my phone off, so excuse me. Sorry about
No,
that.
it's fine. We're
Um,
all friends here anyways. So should we get into the surprise gift?
definitely.
Okay.
I'm sure everybody is eager while we wait for that to dry. So this
Yeah.
month's surprise gift is definitely going to make you glow, and I can't wait for you
Mhm.
guys to see it because it is a hyper neon pigment powder.
So this is our highlighter haze pigment powder. And I am like a little hesitant to open it up because it is very pigmented. Be very careful where you get this because it is pigment powders. Um, it's just raw pigment. So the color on pigment powders is so strong, sometimes it can stain. So be careful. So if you're going to use this with a stamper, use it with an old stamper because once it touches your stamper, I mean that's it. It's really going to be on there. And even like clothes, make sure you're wearing your apron. Again, we have given you, if you've been a subscriber, we gave you an apron. Make sure you wear your apron. Do not wear white clothing and then play with this powder.
You
Um,
know, actually, you'd really be living on the edge if you do nail art and are wearing white.
yeah,
So in
which I
general,
have on many occasions, but don't do that.
yes,
Don't do what I've done. Um,
exactly.
so
It's a do as I say, not as I do kind of thing. So
yes.
we're giving you the pointers so you don't have to live through our mistakes of
Mhm.
dropping polish on white carpet or
Yes.
getting stains on your new white shirt or things of that nature. So wear the apron.
So actually, I'm like realizing I'm like, oh yeah, wait, that's right. We do need a stamper. So I
Well,
forgot. I was like, oh yeah, let me just stamp with my favorite stampers and then ruin them. So here,
yes,
so you
no,
guys
let's
can see. I this is used, as you all know, but like it also it like is on. You're gonna need your sticky stamper station to kind of get it off. And even then, it is really has a lot of staying power.
yeah.
So
This is one of those things too where you'll probably end up blotting your sheet or rubbing the stamper head over a sheet like multiple times just to try and
yes,
get off all of those little pigments. So you can see
yeah.
Dev's what do you call her stamper now? But again, this is also the reason why we always say keep extra stamper heads, even if there's a tiny rip. Do not
Hmm.
get rid of them. Do not throw them away because we give you pigments or powders to use. And the best way, honestly, to like evenly press them into your nail is to use the stamper head. And that's exactly what your old kind of hazy, cloudy stamper heads or like your lightly chipped stamper heads are just perfect for.
Yes, absolutely. I highly, highly recommend that. Um, I mean that's what we do all the time. Don't throw it away
We
because
don't throw
there's
anything away over
yeah,
here. I think I've
there's
said that in the last live too, right?
yes, 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 yes. Because you can still use them for different things. I even used it on this stamper head. Again, it's another torn stamper head, and it's fine. Once you have a torn stamper head, I'm like, perfect. Now I can retire it for pigments, glitters, all of that stuff.
Absolutely.
So just keep that in mind when you're thinking about, oh, maybe I should get rid of it. No, you shouldn't. Now it's just time to use it for a different purpose. So I will get into using this powder a little bit later. She is very interesting. I love these pigment powders. I want to say they're even finer. I can't give you a micron size, but just from working with it and touching it, the grit of this powder is finer than chrome powders. So,
Oh,
and that's kind of why you also see it clump in the way that it does, is because the dust is so fine. And again, that's another reason why I'm like, do not wear white, do not wear anything that you don't want to get affected by this, because the staying power is so strong. This is such a strong powder, but fabulous color payoff, and I cannot wait to show you guys. Oh, I'm so excited. So many cool things we have to talk about in this
definitely.
demo.
Dev, actually, before we go on, since we're talking about the pigment powder, and I know that this is constantly a question that we always get, do you mind opening up the pigment powder and showing our audience what it looks like? Because I don't want any of you to get sidetracked on how much is actually in there. This, I know, doesn't look like it's uber full, but it goes according by volume
Mhm.
and the weight of the product. And of course, as you can see, like it's very lightweight, but a little goes a long way. You do not have to use a whole bunch. You might actually
Mhm.
find that this takes you forever to actually get through.
Mhm.
So definitely, it
And
goes according by
here, oh, sorry, continue on, Tiana.
oh no, just that's a constant customer comment that we get. You know, it's like, oh, why isn't it full? But it goes according by weight, not the size of the container.
I'm trying to pull up one of, I think, a powder that, let's see. Oh, no, I didn't use that one. But I want to say our sunshine powder, which is one of our most loved gold powders, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
It's a classic, it's a staple. I do people's nails outside of this, you know. I have been working at a salon on Saturdays. But one of our powders, our sunshine powder, for years I have been using the same one. And mind you, most people who are getting our products, you know, you guys use it maybe every once in a while. Um, the way that I rely on that powder all the time for so many customers, so many nails, so many manicures, there is no way you could beat me on how many times I use that powder. For all the things that I have to produce for Maniology, for everything, there's just no way that you could beat me. But I promise you, it's been, yeah, I still have tons of product left. You need just the slightest amount, and this even more so. Also, hold on one moment, everybody. I'm getting a little notification on my computer, and I want to make sure it's okay. So Tiana's gonna keep talking to you guys, and she might even show you some things about our express kit.
Well, I can definitely talk to you guys about it. So while Dev is doing that, of course, we are showcasing the Manny by Me monthly club. This is our collection from our box. Now, the greatest thing about Manny by Me is that you get an option. If you are a person that you want to receive everything you see here, including the polishes, then the box is definitely your perfect choice. And we will ship it directly to you once the new month starts, and that starts at $30 a month for your subscription. However, we have a lot of people who have been collecting polishes, or they have a multitude of our collections, or maybe you have something that looks exactly like this in your collection already, and you're like, I don't need the polish. Well, then the Express Kit would be your option, which basically comes with everything you see here without the nail stamping polishes. And that is just made for the artist that's ready to go and get started. And that is $22 a month. So you get two different options. You can go ahead and figure out which option works best for you, which option works best for your budget, or just what option works best for your nail art journey where you're at right now. So you have two wonderful options for the box
Mhm.
collection or the express kit. And again, if you want to go ahead and subscribe today, we have a discount code that we can offer you. This is for our first time subscribers. You can go ahead and save $5 off the prices I already mentioned. If you're a first time subscriber, go to www.mannyxme.com and type in the code sub5. Doesn't matter if you get the box or you get the express, you get $5 off. And who knows, in this economy, who doesn't want savings, right? I mean, I love
Truly,
a good savings. So, yes,
truly.
take advantage of the savings here. And of course, there's so many other benefits when you sign up for Manny by Me. We'll talk about that a little later. But
Mhm.
head to the website www.mannyxme.com and go ahead and save yourself $5.
Also, for every first time subscriber, you're going to receive a stamper and scraper in your kit. So you'll have everything that you need to start stamping. And again, this will be in the express kit or the full subscription box. But either way, you're going to have a stamper and scraper. Again, very first box. Unfortunately, this does not apply to our reoccurring customers, but yep, that is something you'll have. So that way you have literally everything you need to just jump right in and create beautiful nail art. Okay, so are we ready? Are we ready to start the demo?
Yeah, actually, just one moment. I wanted to kind of mention too,
Oh,
before we jump in, that
yes.
we also, for some of you may not know, that we actually have a one-time option. So if you see this as like a really good gift option, I know that maybe some of you have picked it up for like a Mother's Day, or maybe you know a friend who's really into nail art. There is also a one-time option where you can also get it as a gift. So you can check that out on the site as well.
And the nice thing about this, it's a gift that keeps giving. There
Sure,
are so
definitely.
many things where you, like, for example, if you buy someone a box of chocolates, once the chocolates are gone, that's it. There's no more anything. This is like this type of gift. Not only can they use it one time, two times, I mean, as long as nothing crazy happens to the plates, they will be able to have this forever. They could
May-
even possibly pass it down to their children if they want to. Like, this can last forever if you take care of it. I have plates that, again, are 10 years old. Because, again, if nothing crazy happens and you just take care of it, put it away,
It's
when you want
metal.
to use it, it's
Yeah,
metal.
it's
Yeah.
metal. Yeah.
And you can just go back to it and keep creating more manicures. And it's not like you're limited to what you see here. You can create so many different designs, hundreds of designs with just having one plate. And now, when you sign up for a subscription, you get two plates. Or even when you give it away as a gift, it always comes with two plates. So if you can make hundreds of manicures with one plate, imagine how many you could do with two plates. Endless, endless options.
And
So
then also you can mix and match, if you have two different concepts that you want to run together. So
mhm.
definitely, as far as the plates going bad, there's no such thing. I know earlier Dev had mentioned Bundle Monster. So of course, many of you who are Uber fans know that we were once Bundle Monster. And I actually am looking at my old case with my circle plates that
I
I
have
could totally use if I wanted to today.
yes,
Ask me why I still have them. I have no clue.
I have them
Maybe it's
too.
just nostalgia. Maybe I
Yeah.
should do a live on that. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be fun. I'm sure people would love to see a throwback. But
Right.
yeah, same. I literally have my circle plates right next to me. I mean, yeah, I've got tons of things that are still, no problem. Could use it anytime, any day. Sometimes I do.
Yeah.
So again, the gift that keeps on giving. So make sure if you know someone who loves having beautiful nails, this is the perfect option for them. And yeah, I'm really excited about this
And
set.
get yours today, definitely. But okay,
Mhm.
enough talking. We're ready at like the 30-minute mark. Let's
Okay,
get into the
okay,
demo. I'm
okay.
sure everyone is super excited to. I mean, I'm excited. I've already played with the play.
You guys have been so patient, so let's get into it. Okay, let's first start off with some of the simple, easy things I'm sure you all want to see. Um, I'm gonna go with this because I know that is a design you all would love to see. I talked about it so much. So let's just jump right into it.
So, Dev, earlier you said chocolate, and now I'm totally munching on some kisses with almonds in it.
I love that. Or you can get unlucky like me. So I'm gonna switch over to my favorite stamper just because I don't feel like playing games. We don't have time to waste today. You guys have been patient. I'm gonna jump right into the demo, like I said. So I'm gonna switch over to my
Handy
favorite.
dandy, double ended.
Yes.
So, Dev, I had seen a comment on our Facebook community that we are being so dearly missed for our weekly lives.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. And so for and while we're just kind of Dev is doing the demo, we're just chit-chatting. If any of you are wondering, we still are available on Tuesdays. We're just not doing weekly right now. And but we're around. You want to know what's going on? What's going on with you, Dev? What are some things that you've been up to lately?
So lately I have been I mean not too much exercising, um cooking. I'm trying to think. I'm like, has any big exciting things happened? No, not so much. My life is not as exciting as it seems, unfortunately. I'm sorry, guys. I don't have big life updates. But yeah, Well,
Oh,
also, because all of you know, I don't know what's happening here, guys. I think you have to send me good stamping juju. Um, I am getting some lemon difficult vibes, but we're gonna make it work. And if you get that, it's good because now you're seeing it's not just you, it happens to everybody.
and it doesn't matter how many years you've been doing it. So,
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Stamping gods do not care. So right now I'm just making it work because it's so funny. I literally use this design and now lemon difficult. I use these plates. Like, yeah, so funny how that happens. So anyways, um yeah. What about you, Tiana? What's been up with you?
um, well, I think behind the scenes, a lot of people want to know, like for Maniology and stuff. We've just been working. How obviously we have a lot of projects and stuff, and of course we're already in like the middle of the year. So hint, hint, wink, wink. Soon Halloween season is going to be coming before you know it. But anyway, we don't have to talk about that because I know y'all are going
Oh
to start
gosh,
asking.
they're gonna ask. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm sure you guys are. Yeah.
but that's on like the Maniology end and stuff. But oh gosh, other things. My little one is going to be finishing up. He's wrapping up kindergarten, and I'm a little emo about that.
Oh,
I'm emo because I'm not having any more. This is it. This is, you know, my one, my only. But watching him go through this process has been very emotional for me. But he's growing up. He's super excited to go to first grade, so I'm stoked for him. Um, nice.
she was a little finicky in the beginning, but I got it to work. I think sometimes Hulk smashing isn't the best approach. And I think that's what I realized. Again, I was able to have no issues with it earlier, but sometimes when you're doing designs like this, you might actually have to use a lighter touch and a lot of polish.
Actually, Dev, you know what? I just saw you doing something and I want to talk about that. Maybe the next time you have to clean the image. So I'll be quiet so you can go ahead and do your thing.
I'm just trying to like fill in any gaps that I still wanted to cover. Okay. Yeah, I think I like that. I think that's good.
Nice. So I don't know if when any of you were watching Dev clean these nail plates with the acetone and the cotton, how because of the etching, there's so much etched and sharped areas on the plate. Did you see how she was rubbing the surface of the
Yes.
nail plate like that? And Dev, can you explain why you're doing that?
Because the fiber, the reason I run my finger over it is to grab any of the fibers that are stuck and trapped on the plate, because that does happen sometimes. So
And I
this
think you'll,
ensures,
sorry,
oh,
go ahead.
so this kind of ensures that when I apply polish, there aren't going to be any of those fibers trapped in there, because the design has all these tiny little dots. Um, Again, it's important to make sure that the fibers are not trapped on the image, because it is going to affect your pickup. And even though I may have had to stamp this a couple of times because I was getting those lemon difficult vibes, honestly, 10,000% worth it. Would you rather sponge this or would you rather stamp it? I think we have our answer. So, sorry, continue, Tiana. What were you saying?
Oh no, but basically I wanted to talk about that because I feel like that is definitely another maybe user hurdle that
Mm-hmm.
would be something that I think maybe our fans would run into. So it is completely normal with plates that are etched this way to just kind of make sure you rub off any of the cotton fibers after you clean it with the acetone and just make sure that you get a clean scrape and
Mm-hmm.
polish application every use. So just definitely after you clean it, rub your finger over like how Dev did, and just to kind of make sure you get any of those pesky little cottons off the surface.
Absolutely. So now I'm gonna stamp our beeper buzz. Okay, so something else that I think is happening that I didn't have happen the last time. If you are by an AC or a fan, which I am, I'm under a fan, be very aware, because that means your drying time for your polish is going to be faster. And with designs like this that have, um, these pointillism style images, you're going to have to move very, very quickly. And it's better to not have the fan or the AC on. Or for this, you could use a really, what you call your double ended.
I totally agree, actually. So in my home, my desk literally hovers right over my AC vent, and when it kicks on, it just blows right over. So I've actually had to shift my workspace to the opposite side of my desk, where it
Mm,
disperse that air because that would change the stamping game completely for me.
seriously, it really does. I'm
It
so
really, really does. I mean, the difference
really.
between a 2 second pickup and a 5 second pickup means a world of a difference, whether I have to do it again or get a partial pickup or whatever the case. So again, that's always just a really good tip. Aside from setting up your workspace properly and stuff, is just make sure that you don't have you're not by a window where it's super gusty outside. Plus, you don't really want to do that because you don't want to get like dust or whatever. But AC, fans, anything like that, don't let it be overhead of your workspace.
I don't know what's going on today. I just got all the lemon. I got
Everybody
all.
send Dev love. Give her love in the comments. Give her some hearts. You're
I want
doing
to
a good
try and.
job.
Here we go. There, maybe I can. So you can see it's stamped well over the black. It also stamped over the white, but I think it's kind of harder to see the contrast considering that it's a white base. Um, but yeah, trying to cover up all the background so that way we can have focus on the swatch.
Definitely, you can see it clearly. Maybe
Lovely.
not the other half, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bright yellow over a white is not going to be able to.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be a tough one. So let's do the purple.
Unlike this purple, I can tell you're ready just by looking at it. It's going to stamp beautifully over both colors, but
Again, I don't know. Maybe I'm also holding it down too long. That might be a me issue. There we go. I feel like I have to like adjust it so you guys can kind of see. Now you can kind of see how the purple stamped so well on black and white. Let me see if I hold it still. Can you see it?
definitely we can see it.
Yes, very, very lovely. Again, the colors look great in person.
I love that stamp. It's so pretty.
It's so cute, right? It's so cute and very, very 90s vibes.
So speaking of 90s vibes, and while Dev is kind
Mhm.
of working on the next design, I know earlier we kind of touched upon some collections that might just be perfect fits for this particular concept. And if any of you have, what is it? School's Out, which is a beautiful like neon stamping collection, or our personal favorite. What is that, Dev? The Electro
Electro
Glow.
Glow.
If you have those two collections, they would be a perfect match for this collection. So definitely bust them out and stamp with them as well. I think you could come up with
Mhm.
some really, really beautiful designs. Um, but yeah, just some friendly suggestions. And if you don't have them, go take a look on the site. Electro Glow, I know for a fact, is one of those collections we don't even sell individually anymore. They only come in the set. So
It's
yeah,
true.
get it while you can.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna switch and put my tarred stamper head, my stamper head for powders in my holder, and we're gonna switch gears. I'm gonna show you guys some really cool stuff. So when you're working with this, you can do it over the entire nail if you want to. So for example, if you kept the base as that Beeper Buzz yellow, and then you use a sticky base coat over it, and then you could cover the whole nail in this kind of highlighter yellow powder. But the other way you can use it is for stamping. So I'm not even dipping this into the pot. I'm literally using the smallest amount. You can see right here. And I'm just going to put it all over the stamper head. Look at that. So, and there's still more product at the tip of this little eyeshadow brush.
That's amazing. I just watched you pretty much cover that whole edge just
Yes.
with what the tip of the pigment. So again, this just goes to show a little really does go a long way. And I actually do the same thing as Dev. I only use the cap.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you open up your, your canister or this little container, the excess gets on top of the cap. And I think it's just a nice gauge for you to not waste product by just taking whatever excess is on the cap.
It's very true. I also, what happens is if you dip it directly into the pot, too much product sticks to your little eyeshadow brush. And it, again, then you just end up with too much product. Then you have to either scrape it off or, figure out what to do, put it on many nails. So usually when I work with powders, I'll literally go like that, so that way it gets on the cap, and then I'll take it off and just dip on top of the cap.
Definitely.
So,
That's a little powder pigment hack.
mm-hmm. So now we're gonna go ahead and stamp. So again, move quickly. I'm actually, for this, I'm gonna shut off the fan because the fan is barely on now, but I'm just gonna shut it off completely just so that way we don't have any issues. Okay, so cover your whole design. Oh, I super did not center this. But look at oh, that's not centered. That's such a bummer. And I got MXM, but look at how well it looks over black. I mean, for those of you who are looking for a true neon, this is as there's no better. There's no better combo. You guys see it?
That is so pretty.
Can you see the true neon nature, Tiana, on your end?
No, definitely I can. And you know what? Let's talk about neon polishes.
Mm-hmm. And why they're
Oh
the
my
way that
gosh.
they are?
They are just the hardest polishes to source.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have to go into too much detail, but it's the pigment.
It is the pigment. So, for those of you who want to know the science, why are neon polishes so hard to stamp? What's the deal? What are we gatekeeping? So the thing is, with neons, um, they need a white base to stamp well, and that includes for gel polish just in general. It needs a white base, but when you add white base to a neon pigment, it's going to dilute the color and give you more of a pastel effect. And that's just kind of the nature of it. You can't just do pure pigment because pure pigment in a clear base is still going to give you a clear tint. So that is the reason why working with like neon polishes, they can just be a lot more fickle. And part of the reason why, oh, I keep whacking this. Part of the reason why a lot of times when you look at stuff like this or stamping polishes, it's so hard to find a true neon. So this is one of my favorite solutions to having that true neon, because you will never, ever find a neon that is going to be better than pigment powder plus stamping polish combo like this. Like, I really wish you guys could see this in person because it's amazing. I really like the way that this came out. So that looks so good on black. And I don't know if you guys saw me quickly just like use this. Again, if you're a subscriber, this was part of a gift that I believe you guys got this year. I have a black version, but you guys have a pink version. And it's to dust away any of your chrome powders, any of your pigment powders. I live by this brush. Again, I use this kind of thing in many settings, not just what I do for Maniology. And this is a go-to to get rid of any like pigment or fallout. And it always just clears everything away and gives you a beautiful finish because the fibers are so close together. So I live by this. A lot of the items that we sell at Maniology, I am using in so many other settings than just nail stamping. And again, I can swear by these items because I've used them in so many ways, so many times, hundreds, if not thousands of times. So, yep, love it. Anyways, let's show you guys some other cute color combos that you can do with this. You can also try, like I had so many plans with this and now I like ruined it with that. So irritating.
No, but the color combo is just, it's beautiful.
It is. If I really want to, I could just like here. Maybe I'll just
You just gotta cover that up.
yeah, that's how you do it. If you like the rest of the design, but maybe something weird happened, you just cover it up with that polish. So while that's happening, let's go and jump into some of these other images because I'm sure you want to see other things that can be done. So let me try and
Stamp the star.
yeah, this design. Is that what
Yes.
you're thinking? I'm thinking that design too. Okay. So I'm gonna now the part is like, do I try to do it with the powder, the pigment powder? That might be a tall ask. I don't know. Are the
Mm,
stamping gods going to be okay with this? Or do you think I'm going to push my luck? Should I just do it with the regular? What do you
yeah.
think? Yeah, we'll do it with the regular. I know you guys are like, wait, no, but I'm going to do it with the regular. So I'm not going to push my luck today. Oh, except for the fact that I didn't. Okay. Well, that was a bust because I moved slowly and I did not have my stamper primed and ready. Let me switch out my stamper head. Oh, gosh. So even when you're working with your stamper heads, make sure your stamper head's aligned. It'll make a huge difference on your pickup. Then clean off your image. These images more than, some images, some stamping images, you can kind of get a reuse out of it. We tell you guys not to, but I know some of you guys do. You'll reuse the image and not clean it. And you can do that with some things. This, no, you cannot do that. You have to make sure.
100% agree because when I was playing with it, I tried to push my luck and yeah, I, I was pushed back on, definitely.
Mm-hmm. No, you
This is,
can't do that.
yeah, no, can't do that.
Perfect.
Beautiful pickup. Good job.
Oh, so cute. These are so fun for summer too.
Effortless. I love that.
I like this color combo a lot, actually.
Definitely.
And this is Blue Glue, again, from Schools Out as the base. And then we're doing Beeper Buzz. Oh, I really like the way that turned out. That's so cute. Yeah. And then let's use our purple because I feel like I've just been using the blue on or the Beeper Buzz on everything. I think that now I can go back to that other design. So let me try this. Oh, with my dirty stamper. Oh, my brain today, everybody. Send me all the love. I got so wrapped up on stamping that design that I completely forgot.
The
Rule number
muscle
one.
memory. The
Yeah.
muscle memory part, yeah.
Yeah. Rule number one, always have a clean stamper ready to go. Okay, here we go. Oh, just...
Look at that. See, Dev, I know today has been lemon difficult, but you know what? You're
Oh,
gonna make it work.
I am.
And no, and I love it though, persevere through. Like sometimes it be like this.
It so be like this.
We've talked about this so many times. But you know what?
So
You're
many.
gonna turn lemon into a fabulous, delicious
Lemonade.
lemonade, and I'm here for it. So everyone, again, not only send Dev good vibes, but this is just how it happens sometimes. You know, when something comes out crooked, you're just gonna have to pivot, change course, and
Keep on keeping on.
yeah. Oh my gosh, so cute.
Oh, we messed up a little bit. Let's see if I can fix it. No. Again, it didn't work out, but it's okay because honestly, if this happens, you can always just scrape. Well, if your base is dry enough, you're literally able to use tape or something to scrape it off. And then I'm just going to go back and redo it because out of all the things, I really want to get this design because it's such a cute concept. I created a manicure for this. And so I'm showing you guys how I created that look. Also, it might be because my stamper got pushed in the wrong way. So let's try one more time. See if I can get it. Yay! I did. Okay. So
Yay.
again, we're just gonna keep squeezing those lemons till we get lemonade. Super cute. I love the way this came out. So fun, so playful.
Yep, definitely getting ready for summertime. This is just
Mm-hmm.
such a fun collection. And honestly, too, for any of our moody nail artists out there, just a really fun way to add just a pop of color too if you love wearing black or
Yeah.
dark colors. Yeah, I love it.
There are so many cool things that can be done. Gonna even do this, I think. Well, let's try the pink, actually. So don't give up. If first you do not succeed, try again. Because I promise, if you do it 100 times, at least one time you're going to get it. Not that that's going to happen to you, but if you have an off day like how I'm having, just keep going.
Anybody else was just playing Aaliyah when Dev just said that? My head just instantly went there.
A little off centered, but still cute. So you can see how layering colors look so good with these, how you can mix and match all sorts of designs.
Or how one simple stamp can also look super cute with like that star stamp.
Yes. And then I think layering the images on top of each other and like overlapping a little bit because there's all these like kind of cutout sections. It's so fun. And it really gives that airbrush look.
Very cool.
So just keep playing with color combos. Again, I think our favorite combination for stuff for this collection is Retro Glow. Sorry, the Schools Out collection and also Electro Glow.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I love using these things together. It just seems like the perfect fit. And
It'll
then,
Yeah, shameless plug for Electroglow. Always. Me and Deb will always
mhm,
ride hard for Electroglow.
seriously,
Next to black and white, that collection is just
essential.
essential. Yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna do the ore design. Ooh, there we go. You have a cute little aura in the center, so you guys don't have to create a blush nail, like the blushing nail effect or the aura effect, and make it difficult. You can just do it that way and make your life so much easier. And then you can always go ahead and stamp other designs over it. So for example, you could then take something like the heart, or you could do even something like this. Let's try this design because this is really interesting. I'm gonna try it with, like, what if we did a purple and a blue like combo situation? What's gonna happen with that? So I'm gonna make sure my scraper is aligned. Okay, we got it. Oops. Very interesting. So fun.
That's
It
super
really
cool.
does look like airbrush.
Right. Without, well, it's a different kind of mess, but with ease.
Yes, it is. It is. I love the there's like a delicateness to it, you know?
Right.
With a lot of the images, and it just looks so good. And then you can again just like keep going. Don't be afraid to layer and play around with these images because there is so much possibility, so much potential. Um, yeah, even now I'm like, I feel like you could even layer one more design over it. I think maybe I'll try the butterfly this time, and I'm going to do it with white. Oh, wait, let me make sure my stamper's ready to go. Make sure your stamper's ready to go, everybody. Make sure it's lined up. It does make a difference. I promise you, with your transfers. Perfect.
Oh, you know what? This right here is giving me total EDC kind of vibes.
Mhm. So if you're that type of person, or like that type of you love EDC nails, or you just like EDC in general, there are
Right.
so many ways to use these plates. If you want to do 90s airbrush, you've got it. If you want to go with the EDC vibes, you got it. If you want to do, maybe you're not into any of that and you just want something more elegant or more classy, that is still very achievable with all of these images, with any of this. Could you imagine, imagine doing a red base and using gold, for a more elegant look? Or maybe you want something that's like nude with a beautiful dark burgundy kind of ombre. You could still do that with this kind of imagery or these types of designs. Really, it's just color combos. Change the color combo to something that you find that matches your style, and it will completely change the vibe. Because it's summer, because EDC just happened, we wanted to go with playful and bright, so we did. But switching up the color combo will completely change the way you view these designs. And again, still gorgeous, still lovely, still classy. If you like that, you can do it any way you want. This is just like the way that we wanted to promote it, because again, we're entering summer and we're just feeling very bright and colorful. But if you're not a bright and colorful person, that's okay. Switch the colors up to make it something that matches you. That's the cool about
Absolutely.
these plates, is that honestly, it's whatever you want to do. We're giving you tools, but you can use it however you see fit.
Yes, and we've definitely seen a whole lot come out of our communities. So
Mhm.
just keep yourself open to the experience. As you can see, sometimes we're served lemons and, it all depends on what we do with it.
Yeah.
And we just create something else, you know, It'll work out definitely. And nail art is a journey. It's not doesn't always work out perfectly every single time. But again, we were so thankful that you guys are here with us. You could be here with us to chit chat and just kind of see what the real is like. This
Yes.
is what it looks like. We're not this is not edited.
This
this is
is
real.
just me going through the stamping journey with all of you. And,
Absolutely.
sometimes it gets a little bumpy, but I think you can turn any difficulty into something amazing, because I mean, you guys saw me struggle. I struggled here. I struggled in almost all of them because today I'm just having a little bit of an off day, but it's okay. We still made something very cute at the end. I think I don't know which one my favorite is. I think these two, even this.
The butterfly, it came out really cute too. But honestly, I'm still the star and the black one is
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I like the star and the black one. Okay, let me bring it a little closer so everyone can see it. And I'm going to move all this stuff out of the way so we don't have so much distractions and the camera can focus a little easier. So I'm sure you all are curious. Now take a look. Isn't that stunning?
Very nice. It worked out. Yay! Good
It
job,
really
Dev.
did. It really did. Thank you everyone for being patient with us while I was working through it.
No, definitely. Again, we really appreciate all of you being here. Definitely, if you are interested in this collection, don't wait. Go pick it up right now. We also have a $5 off coupon for any of you who are first time subscribers just joining us and you're interested in this collection. Use the code SUB5, SUB5. Use it on the box, use it on the express kit. Your choice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Make
There
sure
you
to
go.
take advantage of this because, again, this only works for first time subscribers. So use it when you sign up. And yeah, we
And
hope you.
also, there's so many other benefits once you sign up for a Manny by Me monthly collection. Go check out all the benefits that are on the website, www.mannyxme.com, or don't even worry about it. Go straight to our website at www.maniology.com and go check out our subscription. But
Mm-hmm.
Dev, thank you so much. Round of applause. Yay. It's such
Yay!
a
Round
great
of applause
job.
for the audience for being patient with me. So yeah, we love you guys. Thank you
Definitely.
again.
Thank you so much for being here, and we will see you in the next live. Definitely come and join us. I will be here
Mhm.
on Tuesday. So I look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Woohoo! Okay.
All
Bye,
right.
everyone.
Bye. Thank you for